I've been taking a long time to like, you know, those 4 years since Replay and everything like that, and or 3 years, however long it's been. Just taking the time because I've grown as a woman, you know what I mean? You learn who you are, you come into your own, you find out more about yourself, and that's a big transitional period, you know what I mean? When you're growing into literally becoming a woman. So my thing was how I translated that and turned that into the music, you know what I mean? How do I translate my maturity and my growth and let people connect through that and make it a little more real and also all in the same token is this is, you know, I'm finally getting a chance to like really do the music that I want to do, you know what I mean? And there is no sacrificing anything. There's no, you know, giving in. There's no, you know, people have opinions, you know, behind the scenes of like what lane I should go and what I need to do. But I know what I want. Yep. And that's my number one piece of advice for anyone who's doing anything in life is you have to stick to your vision and stick to your gut. You know what I'm saying? You gotta live your Pope gut. Go with it. It works every time, you know?
Especially if you're young in this industry, you get doubted. And people like to not listen to you. Yeah. And so I'm not one of those people that cannot be heard. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So yes. You know, I think it's very important that people exercise their voice and what they feel is right, your gut and your instinct, especially if you're in this industry as a young person, you have to follow your heart and do what you think is right.
You know, if you don't get the part, it wasn't yours to begin with. So and that's the truth. It wasn't meant for you. I feel like if the opportunities and what's meant to happen to you is going to happen to you, and you just have to trust that, and you have to work hard. So what I did is I knew something was going to happen. It wasn't a matter of if, it was a matter of when. So I just worked hard until I got there, and I had the goal. I knew what I wanted, and so when I came into LA, things happened a lot faster for me because I had my goal. I was ready to go, and I was a new face. So
it worked out, right?
That's right. But of course there was no's. But at the end of the day, my eye was like, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
What's your message for viewers out there about following their dreams?
I would say if you truly believe in something and you really have a passion for something, then go for it. I think there's a lot of obstacles that you have to go through and nothing's ever given to you, and it takes a lot of hard work and dedication, but if you really believe in it, then you should do it.
I have decided that I want to do what makes me happy for as long as it makes me happy. So if that means, and this is something my parents have always told me, if that means I wake up tomorrow and I decide that none of this is making me happy, it's not fulfilling me, it's making me a miserable person, I don't feel good inside.
What are you gonna go do?
Something else.
What?
I don't know.
But like what?
We'll decide when we get there.
You've never thought about it? Like what else you would do?
I would probably want to go to school or go to college. I'd want to probably for like child psychology, something unrelated. Who knows? I might wake up and say, you know what? I want to be a doctor. You know what? I want to be this. I want to be that. I don't know what the future holds. As long as it makes me happy, I got to find a passion, you know? But for now, this is making me happy. Yeah. I'm going to keep doing this.
Well, the best thing I've learned and advice I could give maybe my younger self is really to focus on happiness. You know, happiness is the key because there's so many people that you see either in this industry or just in life in general that are going through their days and may have everything they could ever want, but they're not happy. You know, so you have to focus on what makes you happy and make decisions in your career, in your life that make you happy. And so I've been trying to do that, and it's working, you know, and saying no to things that are negative and saying no to things that you don't want to do, you know. So I think that's my biggest piece of advice. Something I do, or I try to do every day, is I try to make someone, whether it be in my team or my life or whatever, just happy. Or try to make them feel good or feel comfortable or feel loved, whatever it may be. It could be the littlest thing. It could be just saying, oh, you look really pretty today. Or it could be something even smaller than that, or something bigger than that. You know, it doesn't really matter, but it's just making a conscious effort to make someone feel good. And that could be a stranger, or it could be your mom, you know.
Here's my thing is I'm always very careful about how I do, like, especially when it comes to topics on music. It's like, you can talk around things. I'm not gonna say what, you know what I mean? You can talk around things, so it's like, really it can mean whatever it wants to mean for whoever's listening to it. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you to decide what that means to you. And that's why, like, kind of how I want to keep it. And I think that's kind of like the greatest in the world, like Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He talked around all kinds of things.
Even the song "Creep" itself. Like, I remember listening to it. I didn't know what
I had no idea what it means.
Literally, like someone creeping. Like,
exactly.
It's what you put into it as well.
Exactly. It's what you want to make it. And I think that's the way. That's kind of like the loophole. That's the way to have edgy music and allow my older fan base or whatever to enjoy the music and understand it, and also have young people listen to it, because it doesn't have to be
that.
And I don't need to cuss and whatever. I don't need to do that to make a great song. Michael Jackson never did it, so I don't think I got to do it either, you know? So it's just, I think it's a balance, you know what I'm saying? It's a way to be edgy and push the limits, but do it at the right pace. That's all this whole kind of transition into womanhood is all about pace, taking my time, making the right steps and the right moves when it needs to be made, you know? Not going too fast.
Confidence is the best. I think you can literally rock a trash bag if you have confidence. Literally. Lady Gaga does it all the time. She can rock whatever she wants because she has that confidence that makes you believe that it's just the coolest thing ever. And I think that that's awesome. You know, when you see a confident woman, I think there's nothing more attractive or fabulous about a confident woman, because you know that she loves herself and is in her own skin, and I think that's the best. It's the best accessory, it's the best outfit, it's confidence. Acting, singing, and dancing, I think, are all things that came to me naturally, but they're all things that I try to challenge myself on. So I'm always trying to push myself in every area of the arts, whether it be acting, singing, or dancing. It's about either whether it be perfecting the dance that you already know, or learning a new style of dance, whether it be trying to hit a note that you never thought you could hit, or play a character that is outside of your range, then you know that's something I want to continue to do and continue to grow. I think if you stop challenging yourself, then there's no more. You've stopped yourself, but there's no limit to the things that you're capable of. So I think I'm going to continue to challenge myself. I'm not pretending to be something that I am not, or pretending to be this goody two-shoes or whatever. I'm just being myself, and I think that, you know, then nobody can be disappointed in who I am as a person, or I don't feel like I have to hide or pretend, because I'm just being Zendaya, you know, and I'm just going through life and learning how to be a young woman, and it just, you know, and I have that responsibility. I think it's a responsibility. Is it a little bit of a weight sometimes? Absolutely, but it's a responsibility that I'm willing to take.
I love that.